You are. You are.
I sing praises for my mother and mother-in-law, both Sarahs. They helped me become the woman I am today.
I'm thinking with gratitude of my Nana Jean, who showed me what it was to love music.
Thinking of my mother Naomi and all the valuable lessons she taught me.
Honoring daughters for insight and perseverance in living the work of positive change.
For Gita, who survived evil and tragedy to become a wonderful grandmother.
My mother Joan, whose priorities and genuine goodness became a roadmap for my life.
I sing for my mother, Margaret.
Temagissa Bat Chenya Velvil, the grandmother I never knew, who taught me so much.
My mother Lillian was very involved with Hadassah and helped start the Hadassah thrift stores.
I am thinking of my loving daughter who cares deeply for her family.
For my mother, Robin, who fought stage 4 cancer when I was a young child, but was determined to pull through because she had so much more to teach me.
My beautiful mother, Judith, she will always be remembered as Eshet Hayil.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the Eshet Hayil. So I was at Limud in 2019, right at the end of 2019, minding my own business. I got a call from the amazing Ramon saying, would I like to write a piece for Kolot haLev? And as they say, the rest is history. But I did want to just share with you that I only had about 2 months to write it in. That was January and February of 2020, when the world was a very different place, wasn't it? And it was such a helpful, wonderful, interesting process. I hadn't really written a piece with this sort of scope before, let's say. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. Partly about my decisions of which bits of the text, the original text to use, what to put in English, what to put in Hebrew, what to include, what to leave out. So my main focus was about the gifts that we humans share with each other, and how precious it is when there are people in our lives that bring those gifts, share those gifts with us, and how it can shape our lives These qualities, these achievements. Also, I was really having a terribly difficult time in those 2 months, and being able to engage with a text which was about people being fantastic was great, and tap into the people who have had those influences for me. So I made sections, and like with all my music, they unfolded one after the other after the other. The first thing that came to me, and I remember being at Bushy Station in Hertfordshire, not far from where I live. It was very, very rainy, as it is now, in fact. Don't know if you can hear. And I got the first theme, which was this idea of being far above rubies. You are far above rubies. So I got this, you are far above rubies. I'm just going to change my sound setting so you can perhaps hear me if I'm singing bits of it better. So, you are far above rubies, far above diamonds. You are far, far above. So the piece works as a bit of a palindrome. So you get the rubies theme at the beginning and it comes back in at the end. And similarly, you get this Eshet Hayil theme, which goes, Eshet Hayil, me inside. Who can find Eshet Hayil? Who can find this worthy, amazing person? Their worth is far above rubies. Also, I wanted to bring in some element of this incredible use of the alphabet, because actually in the original poem, each letter of the Hebrew alphabet gets used. And I talked with my sister, Rabbi Judith Silver, about this, and we both were thinking that's a trick when something's sort of impossible to quantify. This person is so amazing. We couldn't ever stop talking about how great they are. So by limiting it to the number of the letters of the alphabet, we have a form. So I created a whole section which goes through the alphabet. It's a more rhythmical section, which I hope you'll get to hear sometime. And then we're going to come in, the bit of the recording that you're going to hear, the bit of the song, comes in at this point. So you've had those sections so far. So we have the rubies theme, and it just a little bit comes back in. And then we go into this sort of more lyrical, Rabot Banot, the bit about many, many people have been amazing, but you surpass them all. And I just wanted to briefly explain that after that comes a very simple, quiet section. There are no words. The harmonies are super simple. And my idea there was to give everybody a chance, whether audience or singer, to reflect on those people in each person's life, those people who have been important to us in that way. So when we get to that element of the recording tonight, I know there are some members of the choir who have got things that will be inserted. And I encourage you, all of the listeners, everyone who's seeing and hearing this, if you wish to either speak aloud or just think about those people who have touched your life, because that became a very important part of this process for me, and I wanted to bring that to you too. And then the palindrome ends, the arc of the piece ends, and we come back to being far above rubies. So friends, thank you so much